Edinburgh, the city of castles, kilts and scotch. The city for history buffs, nature lovers and legend hunters. Lochs and glens, hills and meadows, and as the proud Scots will tell you, there's no other place on earth like Scotland. In Europe's festival city, buzzing with activity, I'm going to find my top 10 things to do.
You see it from every corner of the city. Edinburgh Castle, my first stop. 3,000 years of history, all the way back to the Bronze Age. In the Middle Ages, Edinburgh Castle became the seat of Scottish royalty, home of the country's crown jewels and state records. A castle that has endured much, endless sieges and long battles for independence from England. And it's these stories of Scotland's wars and struggles that still draw thousands here.
The Edinburgh Castle is built on a volcanic rock that's several million years old. And the castle's walls have also seen the city of Edinburgh actually come up around it for the last 2,000 years.
St. Margaret's Chapel, the oldest surviving building inside the Edinburgh Castle that dates to the 12th century, leads me to the Great Hall. And this is the Great Hall, completed in the 19th century during the reign of James IV. These magnificent chambers with Renaissance detailing have even served as barracks for soldiers and a military hospital, eventually restored once again as a hall for ritual ceremonies. A dark underground passage leads me to a dramatic reenactment of some of the more grisly chapters of Scottish history. There's no place like an ancient dungeon to make you feel quite happy to belong to the 21st century.
I'm no cheat, William Wright.
A quick survey of the striped uniforms and straw beds, and I'm promptly on my way.
So in this dingy prison, there was at least one bright spot, the recreation table. Every prisoner would get 2 pints of beer and 6 pence. And what would they do with that? Well, they'd come together to this table and just gamble. And what would they gamble on? Well, just about anything, even how long it would take for a rat to emerge out of a hole. Let there be light. This is the world's biggest collection of Scotch whisky.
Liquid sunshine, locked in a tantalizing glass vault. You can see it, you can touch, but forget about tasting it. Consider this a museum of the history of Scotland's whisky.
We're talking about almost 3,500 bottles of Scotch whisky, which was collected by a gentleman over in Brazil. Well,